Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Madam Nazatu and my fellow group mate. So today our group 3 will be having a discussion about how to resolve the issue of bullying using a suitable criteria. So before start, let me and my fellow group mate to introduce ourselves first. So my name is Nur Aishahira binti Rusli with number matric of 270314. Next.
My name is Nur Izzati Nazira binti Mohtar. My metric number is 270549.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Amir bin Muhammad Fauzi. My metric number is 270709.
My name is Kim Wen Hui, metric number 270621.
And my name is Noamira binti Godar. My metric number 270229.
Okay, good morning everyone. Did you guys know about bullying?
Yes.
So let me give a short definition about bullying. Bullying is ongoing and deliberate misuse of power in relationship through the repeated verbal, physical, and social behavior that in turn cause the physical, social, and psychological harm. Did you guys know about bullying case in Malaysia increase from time to time?
Yes.
According to the statistic that I have reviewed, there are different among the grades of bullying, which is 29.3% for middle school students had experience of bullying, 70.6% for a teen, and 30% of young people admit to bullying themselves.
Yes, Amira, I agree. I totally agree with you. So I'm pretty sure that you guys know about bullying that involve physical, verbal, sexual, and also cyberbullying. But do you know that these are not the only type of bullying? So actually, bullying also include relational bullying, aggressions, and also prejudicial bullying. So allow me to explain to you guys about this type of bullying. So, relational aggression is a sneaky and insidious type of bullying that often goes unnoticed by parents and also teachers. So, sometimes referred as emotional bullying or social bullying. Relational aggression is a type of social manipulations where twin or teens try to hurt their peers or sabotage their social standing. So basically, relational bullies often ostracize others from group, spread rumors, and manipulate situation and break confidence. So the goal of this relational aggressive bully is to increase their own social standing by controlling or bullying another person. So next one is prejudicial bullying. This type of bullying is based on prejudicial twin or things have towards people of different races, religions, and or sexual orientations. So this type of bullying can encompass all of these other type of bullying. And when prejudicial bullying occurs, kids are targeting others who are different from them and singling them out. So oftentimes, this type of bullying is severe and can open door to the hate crimes.
Okay, thank you for the information, Ain. Okay, for my part, I will explain about the factor that affect school bullying and socio-demographic characteristics are often regarded as predictor of school bullying behavior. Some researchers have found that junior high school students have a higher probability of bullying behavior than primary and high school students. Many studies have reported that boys are generally more susceptible to bullying than girls. But recent studies have suggested that gender difference in school bullying are not significant. Girls are generally more at risk of sexual assault. Student health can also enhance or reduce their bullying experience at school. Overweight and obese students are more likely to be victims of bullying than normal weight students. Students with social and psychological problems such as depression and anxiety are very likely to be hurt by their peers at school. but psychological problems cannot be used as important predictor of bullying. Students with learning and development difficulty have difficulty understanding verbal or non-verbal communication, and weak social skill may hinder their ability to negotiate effectively with peers and are more likely to be bullied on the campus. Okay, that's all for the factor.
Yes, I agree with your point, Amir. Bullying behavior will impact the whole school community. Bullying has detrimental effect on student health, well-being, and learning. It can make students feel lonely, unhappy, and frightened. This is not just the student being bullied who are affected. I think most of the students don't like seeing bullying in their school. This is because it will make them feel worried and uncomfortable. We also often get news about bullying on the social media. For example, 28 April 2022, a video sharing on social media showed a secondary school at Langkawi. Students be banned by 10 students, and the video showed the student being thrown with a desk at his head. For me, after I view this news, I feel very frightened. Due to this problem, I think we should come out some solution to overcome the problem. So before we discuss the solution, I will share the Google document to record down that we have mentioned. Is it okay?
Okay.
And see the screen.
Yes.
Okay, we can proceed to suggestion.
Okay. I want to propose my first suggestion, which is increase active result at the supervision and hotspot where bullying occurs. This is because people who are bullying will find a good place to bully, which is a quiet place away from people or small alley. In general, school and staff can identify area of the school where bullying is happening. Many schools have teachers that turn monitoring hallway during pacing period. Some schools also need to make changes to the schedule, such as staggering pacing time if the hallway are overcrowded and if problem behavior are likely to occur. Specifically, individual safety plan and have proven to be helpful tools. Example like peer buddy to work with the bully's child through the school, notification of teacher and other edu in building about the situation, having teacher with a classroom along a daily safe road, watch out for vulnerable students and go with selection of the trusted adult in the building with a warm a child can connect. How about you, Amir? Do you think my suggestion is good or you have another solution to suggest?
Good explanation, Amira, for your suggestion. But for my opinion, my suggestion is dedicate class time to teaching and empowering students in bullying awareness and skills in prevention. It is important that bullying prevention programs include a classroom component. Teacher with the support of administrator should set aside 20 to 30 minutes each week or every other week to discuss bullying and peer relation with students. This meeting helps teachers to keep their finger on the pulse of student concern, allow time for candid discussion about bullying and the harm that it can cause, and provide tools for students to address bullying problems. Integrate time for teaching and empowering students in bullying awareness and skill for appropriate response and reporting into class time and other activities. Bullying prevention needs to be integrated into good classroom management and peer relationship building. Anti-bullying dams and messages also should be incorporated throughout the school curriculum. Therefore, when applying this solution, of course, the problem that occurs among students about bullying can be prevented, and right way will reduce the number of victims from bullying in the school. That's all for my opinion. How about you, Ain?
Yes, I mean, but in my opinion, I think the best solution to prevent this bullying are to educate students about bullying. This can be done through the activity in school, and teacher and school council also can take initiative by run an anti-bullying campaign cohesively across the entire school. So, an anti-bullying campaign can bring a school community together and get students actively involved in the fight to put an end to bullying. So, not only that, school also can create an anti-bullying week to prevent bullying. School can do activities such as viewing of films that contain bullying. There are so many age-appropriate films out there that contain the theme of bullying. So watching this film in a class or as a school, if it's feasible, and then discussing it, these depictions of bullying can be a powerful experience for students. Discussions can include about how was bullying depicted in the film, what could specific character have done differently after experiencing bullying, what could specific character have done to prevent the bullying, and also lastly, what should students do if they find themselves in various situations depicted in the films. So school also can create a peer support system. It can involve peer mentoring program that help young and less confident students who may be target of bullies improve their confidence and find way to respond to the challenge they might face. So this kind of mentoring program is often best when it involves pairing up freshmen with older students like junior or senior so that they can pass down the anti-bullying culture in the school and help deal with the bullying behavior they see. Peer support can be as simple as wearing an anti-bullying bracelet or badges around school as a reminder to those who might try to bully others that it is not acceptable in their community.
Yes, but I think the parents play an extremely important role in school bullying. Therefore, I would like to suggest that parents should establish good communication with their child by communicate with them regularly. Parents should introduce and explain the definition and concept of bullying to their children since early age. Besides, children should frequently be reminded that they must remember to seek help from parents if they are involved in problem of school bullying. Regular communication between child and parents can help parents to know more about their child. Hence, this is session to encourage to encourage students to talk to their parents honestly and let them know that parents are always ready to help. That is my point of the solution.
So for solution 5, I will suggest the effectively the utilize the use of the secret television CCTV to monitor the whole school compound. As we know, closed secret television CCTV is widely used as a security system to keep a place, building, or premise safe from the issue of bullying. CCTV have become a technology that can be applied to reduce this issue among students in Malaysia. As for instance, with CCTV installation, the environment in a school compound are safer because students and staff know that their surrounding have an eye that it can look around and guide them. With the ability of CCTV, the school can prevent any crime that may occur on the school ground by monitoring and controlling the student behavior, such as bullying. Other than that, the existing of CCTV in the school compound, the student will be aware and follow the rule and regulation that school have provided. The location of school CCTV is very important because the student usually this is by the location of the CCTV. Among the options that I will suggest can be a place of the CCTV are that the main entrance, stay, canteen, hallways, office, and around dressing room all field. In addition, the presence of CCTV can also be a tool to get justice because it will provide evidence to people who commit bullying. So, in my opinion, CCTV is an effective tool, and the most important tool in the school it will help the school in preventing crime, and it also give more benefit to the authority and effective way to the monitor student.
Okay, that's all. We have 5 solutions. Then next we will go through the criteria. And I have set up 3 criteria to determine the best solution, which is affordability, duration, and efficiency. Do you all agree with this criteria?
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I think we can proceed with the first solution that suggested by Amira. How do you think about your solution, Amira?
Sorry, can you repeat again? My connection is kind of slow.
Okay. How do you think about your solution for the criteria? Can you explain it?
Okay, for my solution of criteria, the affordability is high. This because it's not costly at all because we just need teacher body of guard to monitoring the places that we call as a hotspot places where bullying is happening. For duration, I think it will be long because the supervision who is monitoring the hotspot places need to check time by time each of places because we didn't know when bullying will happen. And the last one is for the efficiency. I think it will be high if a teacher and if a teacher and trusted student take over a position to monitoring the hotspot places and make a fast report to the teachers.
Sorry for interrupt, Amira. I think that the effectiveness for this solution is low. This is because sometimes the school cannot find a suitable teacher or staff to guide and patrol around the school area, and students will avoid the place that have people patrol than bullying. So I think the effectiveness is low. That is my point. Do you agree with me?
Amira, I also not agree with you about the durations. For me, duration we should change back to the short because nowadays to hire guards or employee to monitor that hotspot are easy because lots of company provide this employee that have undergo a special training regarding security, and normally it is time less than 1 month to hire them.
So can I change the effectiveness and duration? Is it okay, Amira?
It's okay.
Okay. So we can go through the second solution.
Okay, for the second solution, there is dedicate class time to teaching and empowering students in bullying awareness and skill in prevention. I think for the affordability, it will be high because of not many teachers do not have leisure time to dedicate class after school because most of teachers have a family that they need to manage at home. This will make the contribution of teacher to dedicate class time will be high. Okay, for the duration of the solution to be success, I think it will take a long time. This is because the solution need both contribution that are teacher and student to make second solution to be success. If the teacher do not have time to dedicate a class and student also busy with their homework, the effectiveness if the second solution will be take a long time to achieve. Uh, then for effectiveness for the second solution, I think it will be low efficiency. This is because both teacher and student do not have time after school and they also have work to do after school. Hard contribution for teacher to dedicate a class and student to attend the class will make the solution will be low efficiency.
Sorry, Amir. I just not agree with you for the affordability because I think it's low because it just a lesson in the class in and it's all only involve teacher and student. So it does not require much cost to and do not need more at class. So it does not require the most cost to apply this solution. So I think it's low for the affordability.
Yes, I can agree with exactly.
So how about the third solution?
Okay, for the third solution, I think for the affordability, we should put it low because teacher and school community need to make sure they develop a full comprehensive strategy before plan this anti-bullying campaign. So all of this require them to spend time and energy to collect information, plan, and also conduct activity. So for the duration, I think long because as I said, this bullying campaign and activity take times to plan and implemented. So school also need to commit this anti-bullying campaign for long term as it take time to be successful. For the efficiency, I think from in my opinion it should be low because teacher needs to focus more on finishing their syllabus and also teachings and need to follow their schedule plan, so they also have a limited time to give more focus on this campaign and activity as they have their own commitment to handle.
Okay, sorry, I did not agree with a law of affordability because the campaign need a lot of cost to provide activity while giving them a lesson in that campaign and also a food so they can enjoy more.
Okay, let's go through the fourth solution. For my solution, I think the affordability is low. This is because the parent just need to teach or advise them about regarding school bullying. For example, parents can open-ended conversation with parents, where parents can learn what is really going on at school, so that parents can take the appropriate step to rectify the situation. Most importantly, let child know that parents will always there to help him or her and that should try not to fight back. Next, it requires the parents to hide the duration for this solution. I think also is low. This is because just let them know about the school bullying and always take care of their child only. And lastly, the solution that I recommend has high effectiveness on school bullying as parents. They can take action immediately, such as reflect to the school admin about the issue of bullying or can transfer their children to other schools.
Of the fourth suggestion, I think it will be long duration because not all the not all the parents have have time to manage their children because some parents are busy with their work and their children also uh, have don't have time because busy with their homework. I think it will take a long duration to uh, for the parent to communicate with the children regularly to establish good communication. That's all for me.
Okay, so I agree with you. Also, the duration will take longer.
Yeah, I think it will take a long time.
Okay, how about the last solution?
Okay, for the last solution, for the affordability, I think it's high because the cost to install a CCTV is quite high because the price of a CCTV is quite expensive. Therefore, it's required the relatively high expense for a school to buy some CCTV. So next for duration, I think for the duration is a short because the time to taken to use of CCTV is quite short because if a school have relatively large budget for the purchase of CCTV, it's possible to get it in a short time. With the CCTV, any crime in the school, especially bullying, can be monitored. Lastly, for the effectiveness, I think it's high because the use of CCTV can monitor every movement of the student in the school and can detect the crime that occur in the school, such as bullying. So, what do you think? What about you guys think? For my opinion,
For
Sorry,
example,
that
okay.
okay, go. You can proceed, Amira.
Okay, sorry. Okay, for example criteria, I just go with agree the affordability will be high because to build a CCTV need a lot of cost. Besides that, we need more than one CCTV to detect and view students surrounding our doings. How about you, Ken?
I think for the effectiveness is low because sometimes the CCTV cannot work well, and the so the we cannot catch up the student who will be bully the other students. So I think the effectiveness is low. Then the student will go another place where don't have the CCTV and bully the student. So this is my point. So I think we can proceed to the choose the best solution. How do you all think about the best solution? Which one we want to pick up?
Mm, Let me start first. I think for my opinion, of course, I still think my solution is the best one. But for solution that have been given by Ken about communication between parents and children also can be considered as the best communication as the best because as we all know that communication is the key to develop and maintaining a good relationship between them. How about the
Okay.
others?
so for me, I think for my solution is the best, but based on the criteria that we discussed I think the solution number 4 is the best because the students are close to their parents. So when something happen to them, then their parents are the first people to complain about the thing happened to them. Next, parent has a responsibility to know what happened to the student at the school and what happened to the school. And lastly, for my opinion, I think parents need to teach their children about bullying and the advantage about bullying when they bully others. So that's for me. What about others?
Okay, for my opinion, among five solutions that we suggest, I think the best solution is solution number 4. Because of parents are the important person that live together with their children, that parents can easily communicate with their children. As a good parent that want their children to be better, they need to tell to their children the difference of what is good thing that need to do and what is the bad thing that the children need to avoid to do. With this, the children can know the difference about good thing that can do and bad thing that they can avoid to do.
Okay. For me, after I look out all of the criteria, I think mine is not too good compared to the solution number 4 because not everyone affordability to educate their children than a parents. They know the best for them because a good communication is the key to the children relationship and developments. It's make them feel important and values.
Yes. So after you all say your opinion, I think we can do a conclusion. The parents will play the important roles to take care their child, and we hope that the parents can pay attention to this topic and prevent the bullying from happening, right?
Yes.
We all agree that about the solution number four, parents to communicate with their child regularly. So this is our solution to solve this problem. That's all for today. Thank you.